Alright, what you need to look at for today is adding and subtracting fractions with the same denominator. Okay? You also have to remember your integer rules today when we're doing fractions. So let's look and see what this looks like. If you're adding fractions with the same denominator, let's say we're adding 1 over 5 plus 3 over 5. You keep the denominator, or the bottom, so you keep 5, and 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, that's one example. Let's do another example. Let's say you have 1 over 9 plus 2 over 9. You will keep the denominator the same because it's 9. See, they're both 9, they're the same. So it's 9. You get 1 plus 2 is 3, but on this one you have to simplify. You can divide both by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So my answer would be 1/3. Alright, let's look at what if you have positive and negative fractions. So let's say I have 11/15 plus a negative 2/15. Well, the denominator is 15, so it stays 15 in the bottom. But what is 11 plus negative 2? Well, that's positive, I'm sorry, positive 9. Positive 9/15. But this one, I can divide them both by 3, and so I get 3 over 5. Let's see one there, they're both negative. Negative 1/3 plus negative 4/3. So that answer is going to be 3 on the bottom and then negative 5. So you can write it as negative 5 over 3, or you could say, well, 3 goes into 5, 1, and 3 here. So I could say it's negative 5 over 3 or negative 1 and 2/3. These are the same. They're the same. Either answer is okay today. What about when you have mixed numbers? 4.5. Nope, not 4.5. Erase. Let's do 4 and 1/7 plus 3 and 2/7. Well, you do 4 plus 3 is 7, and then you have 7 as the fraction, and 1 plus 2 is 3. Let's try another one. 5 and 1 over 8 plus 1 and 3 over 8. 5 plus 1 is 6, and in the bottom of the fraction it's 8, and then 1 plus 3 is 4. Ooh, but I can simplify that one, so I can divide by 4, so I get 6, and then 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay. What if you have 8 and 5 over 9 plus a negative 1. No, I don't like writing it like that. Plus a negative 1 and 1/9. Okay, let's look at that one. So on this problem, it's actually like you're subtracting because you're adding this negative, so you have to subtract. So it's the same as subtracting. This problem, this answer would give you, oops, where's my pen here? Here we go. 8 minus 1 is 7. Well, yep, 8 minus 1 is 7, and then 5 minus 1 is 4 over 9. Okay, now subtracting is the same way. When you're subtracting, if you have 8 over 9 minus 1 over 9, 9 stays on the bottom, and 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay, but if you have 7 over 8 minus negative 2 over 8. Remember that if you have minus a negative, it makes a big plus. So you would have 9 over 8. Now the only thing that happens when you're subtracting that you have to be careful with is sometimes you have a bigger number. So like, let's say I have two mixed numbers, 3 and 1/4 minus 1 and 3/4. If I subtract, I get 3 minus 1, which is 2. Okay, but if you look here, my fractions that are left, I have 1 over 4 minus 3 over 4. Well, 1 minus 3 gives me a negative 2. And I can't have that with my fraction. I can't say negative 2 over 4 with this fraction. So what I have to do is I'm going to have to borrow. So because I have this negative number right here, I'm going to have to borrow. And I know that I have to borrow before I even get that, so I'm not going to leave that answer. That's not right. Because 1 is smaller than 3, so I'm going to have to borrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one, this 2 right here, I'm going to make it a 1. And I'm going to borrow 4 from it. I'm going to take 4 from it. So I'm going to make this, instead of saying 1 over 4, I'm going to make this 5 over 4 minus 3 over 4. Now 5 minus 3 is 2 over 4, and it's positive, so that works. Ooh, but one thing we can do, we can simplify. So this is 1, and 1 over 2 would be my answer. Okay? So you can't get a negative fraction when you have a mixed number, so you're going to have to borrow.